Sanjay Chaudhary also is running out or what? His plane is? Dr. Sanjay Chaudhary will be speaking now. Chandelier illumination in corneal opacity. So you know that corneal opacity, finding the cataract for phaco or SICS is difficult. But if you have a lateral illumination and then you can see the things from the illumination, and chandelier illumination is one tool. I don't know cost-wise, it costs hundreds of thousands or lakhs, I don't know that. So he will show you how he does that.
Thank you, Dr. Malik, for this invite. And like Dr. Malik said, that a corneal opacity, especially a large, dense, or a diffuse corneal opacity, is a challenge in doing a phaco. So many people resort to other techniques to do, but in a phaco, if you can't see the rhexis happening and you can't see the details of your surgery, you are likely to end up in a problem, especially a PC rent. So lots of techniques have been tried, but one of the techniques which really gives us an advantage is the chandelier light technique. So basic principle, when you are going to do a phaco in a corneal opacity, is that you need a strong retro illumination. Strong retro illumination, not oblique illumination that we are used to. So, sources of retro illumination can be the microscope light, which is the weakest, and it is good for mild corneal opacities. Another source could be a limbal illumination with a strong fiber light. This is better for mild to moderate corneal opacities. And then people worked on the chandelier light as a source of strong retro illumination, and we found it to be an excellent tool for such situations. I'll show you a situation. Now here, I'm going to show you the interplay between oblique and retro illumination, so you will understand the basic principle. So right now what you're seeing is retro illumination, and this is oblique illumination. See the difference in your clarity. Now from oblique, I'm slowly changing to retro illumination, and I'm decreasing the oblique illumination. And now I'm totally on retro, and I'm increasing the retro illumination, and see the clarity of the tissues now. So you can make out how illumination plays a role in your phaco surgery. I do most of my cases in retro illumination as a routine, and here I also use an additional tool in corneal opacities, and this is how I'm going to show you. So chandelier light assisted MICS with corneal opacity. So here we have a diffuse corneal opacity, pretty dense. I'm sure doing a phaco here would be difficult. So I use a pars plana approach and put in a chandelier light. The chandelier light are usually used by the retina people. Since we have retina in-house, we could do it. And switching off all other lights, including the microscope light, you can see how I can comfortably observe the anterior capsule, and I'm doing a regular anterior capsular rhexis with the needle, and I can also do it with the rhexis forceps. So I've transformed from the needle to the rhexis forceps, and I can complete my rhexis comfortably. I really don't feel the limitations of that dense corneal opacity which is diffuse in this eye. Now see the effect when I go to oblique illumination and back to retro. Can you make out the difference? In that oblique illumination, I couldn't actually see anything. In retro, I can visualize the structures I'm working on. I can do hydrodissection, delineation, complete the fluid wave, turn around the nucleus. Again, a glimpse of oblique. I put in a malignant ring to keep the pupil dilated. I can do a chop in oblique illumination. You see, I'm doing a chop because chops are pretty safe thing because you're well away from the posterior capsule and you are so much trained to do a chop that even with limited viewing capacity, you can do a chop. But see that sudden change. See how it looks in a strong retro illumination. It looks almost like a heavenly intervention, totally a different panorama. The nucleus is shining with a different color, and the gaps between the nucleus is shining through with a different bright pink color. And I can do all my chops in the bag. I have not encountered any problem in the chops, and now I will remove one piece and emulsifying it. And as you remove these pieces, the light of retro illumination shines through as if the sun is shining through a break in dense clouds. It's a beautiful looking picture. It's something so new and novel that for the first time you see it, you are enchanted not merely by the surgery, but by what you see with your eyes, which you have never seen before. A totally new perspective. So you pick up each piece, hold it, emulsify it, step by step, all the pieces. Now I'm changing the light illumination to show you the changes I see in my perception of the nucleus. So now I've reduced the illumination of my chandelier light, and I see a different color of the nucleus. Right now, again, I've changed to increasing the intensity, and you could see the change in colors. So you can choose the right intensity of the chandelier light to give you the right contrast that you require to do a phacoemulsification in the bag. All this phacoemulsification is happening in the bag, the chops, and I am just bringing it up in the pupillary plane and emulsifying it. I'm not bringing it near the cornea. And what seemed to be a very difficult surgery is unfolding as a routine phaco surgery with routine steps. The last piece ready to go in. So, and now I've come to the oblique illumination and see my clarity, and I come to the retro illumination and see my clarity of the epinucleus. So epinucleus looks like something like a jellyfish. Epinucleus gone, now the cortex. And now if you see, for the first time, I've seen my rhexis margin. Till now, I was assuming this is where my rhexis margin is during surgery. For the first time, I saw the rhexis margin. I'm removing the malignant ring. In goes the lens, either way in oblique or in retro. That's not a challenge. And what was supposed to be a very difficult surgery has turned out to be a routine phacoemulsification. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, so that was a wonderful technique for doing cataract surgery in phacoemulsification and with such an extensive corneal opacities. But of course, it will not work, I think, in leukomatous opacities. It's only for nebular or macular corneal opacities that it's going to work.
Very dense leukomatous, it may not
Because
work
the light
well.
will be reflected.
If it is white, if it is in the center, you can do it.
You can still do it, yes.
Yeah. So I think, sir, you can keep the discussion later because I have an IC at 4 o'clock, so I have to rush. So maybe the question answer we can shift. Is it all right, sir? So
Sanjay Chaudhary is a legend now, and I'm happy to tell you all that he belongs to Allahabad and he studied in St. Joseph's College.
Thank you, sir. Aapki nagri.